Hey, it's Willz and Chillz on Wednesday on KDPS 88.1. So, Willz, did you hear about Spotify and Tinder teaming up?
Yeah, so they're gonna make it so you can put music on your Tinder profile.
Right. It kind of reminds me of MySpace back in the day when you could put your own music on there. But I think I would be more likely to swipe right if I liked the music that they were playing on their profile.
So what if the guy was attractive, but he had really poor taste in music?
That'd be hard because I don't like a lot of rap music, so if they were just playing hardcore rap all day, I'd probably have to be like, I can't listen to this the whole time.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. If I was looking at a girl and she was really cute and I was like, oh, but she was listening to music that I wasn't about, I think I'd be like,
Yeah, it's so crazy how music connects us in a way. Right? It's so strange.
Yeah, it's really just I don't know, it's cool.
It is really cool.
Would rather. I honestly think people would probably get swiped right more on based on their music than
probably because even the people who aren't as attractive, if they have that common interest in music, then maybe they'll be more likely to get a date.
Yeah, it might boost their rating up a little bit.
All right, so if you guys have a Tinder, look out for Spotify and make sure that you put the right music on there for that one for you. You're listening to The Edge 88.1.
Welcome back to KDPS 88.1, The Edge. So last week we talked about Burger King and how they were going to release the Cheeto chicken fries. Well, this week Pizza Hut debuted a grilled cheese stuffed crust.
Oh.
And it's apparently they've taken the crust and they've put every type of cheese they can with some breadcrumbs with butter on them to make it taste just like a grilled cheese inside the crust.
This is a dream come true.
Does this not sound amazing?
It does. Anything cheese sounds good, really. I love cheese. But last week, you were saying that you didn't like the chicken and cheese together.
I don't like chicken and cheese together, but grilled cheese stuffed crust, that's just a different level.
But with pizza sauce and pizza on top of it.
No, but think about it. You always dip your grilled cheese in tomatoes.
Ooh, yeah, in tomato soup and stuff.
Yeah, so
you got a good point there.
The sauce on the pizza and then the crust, and if you dip it in mozzarella.
I gotta try that.
Yeah, I know.
I love the mac and cheese pizza from CC's, so anything with just ooey gooey cheese, I'm gonna love it.
Exactly. It sounds amazing to me. Alright, so the next song we have on today is Burned by the Witch by Radiohead.
You're listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup, The Edge 88.1. You're listening to Willz and Chillz on a Wednesday, but we got some bad news today.
It's terrible news.
Terrible, terrible news. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are getting a divorce.
Hollywood's power couple is coming to an end.
It's so sad. It's always sad to see people who you think are going to last just finally break up. And it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, not to mention they made 500 movies together. And every single
and then
one
they
was
adopted
great to
those
watch.
6 kids.
Yeah, and now she wants full custody over them, saying some stuff about Brad Pitt and his drug abuse and alcohol abuse.
Yeah, it was presumed alcohol abuse, but I guess he was smoking a lot of weed, and she didn't like how he was parenting the kids, and he had some anger problems.
Which, that seems kind of odd. I feel like you could almost work that out.
Yeah, you could, but again, they have kids together, so maybe she kind of did it for the kids.
And CNN said that they separated on September 15th, so apparently it's been kind of in the making for a little bit.
I guess so. That's sort of recent, actually.
Yeah.
But they were together since 2004, so you're sitting here thinking that this power couple is doing great, but
apparently they weren't.
I don't know. This makes me lose faith in relationships now, but keep listening to The Edge 88.1.
Welcome to KDPS 88.1 The Edge. This is Willz and Chillz on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So today I was browsing the interwebs and I came across something that said Twitter has lifted their 140 character limit.
Oh, yeah. Kind of.
So they've basically made it so that when you are putting a picture in, or if you're like a link to something, that won't count to your character limit anymore.
Oh, that's good.
So you can,
I usually go over the limit when I'm trying to put a YouTube link or something in there, and I'm just like, gosh darn it, I just want my link in there.
Exactly. Sometimes, that's how I feel about it too. But apparently, also they're considering changing so you can go up to 10,000 characters on a tweet, which I kind of think defeats the purpose of Twitter because
a little bit. It's kind of like Facebook, but I guess people have a lot of things to say.
Yeah, but like in that case, do what people do already and just like type it up in like a paper and then screenshot it and throw it in as a picture, because like I don't know. Wouldn't
the picture be bigger than the 10,000 words and be a little more annoying?
But yeah, but then you can decide if you want to click on the picture and read the whole thing. If you just are,
I guess that's true.
Like, if you just are scrolling on your phone, you have like a 10,000 word rant from someone, you're gonna get annoyed. Like I would get annoyed. If they do that, they need to make it so it can be like you can click more and view like more of what the person's trying to say. Kind of like what Facebook does.
It's just I feel like all the social medias are just gonna eventually become the same.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're already doing it. Spotify and Tinder are coming back together. Yeah. Like, that's how everything is. Well, stay tuned. We're going to continue to play music for you guys on 88.1 The Edge. Welcome back to KDPS 88.1 The Edge. You're listening to Willz and Chillz on Wednesdays. So, we have some talking to do.
Yes, we do. You know, there's been a lot of controversy going on in the football world lately. First with Colin Kaepernick kneeling during the national anthem, and a lot of other players are starting to follow him. And then the Philadelphia Eagles players held up a Black Power sign during the national anthem, which caused a student from the University of Belmont to post a really, really racist Snapchat, which we're not going to re-say the words that he has said in his Snapchat, but they were really bad, and the university took action.
Yeah, they were not very happy about it. They first got on Twitter and said that they would be looking into the case. They had been alerted about one of their students saying some very, very poorly worded things on the Snapchat, because it got posted on Twitter. Someone screenshotted a Snapchat story and put it on Twitter. And then within a couple hours later, they were on Twitter again saying that they had gotten in contact with the student and he would be no longer a student at Belmont University.
That's so stupid, because first of all, you take classes and it could be any profession, and they tell you, be wary of what you put on your social media, whether you're a teacher, you're a businessman, whatever. So people are always checking. Your future employers are going to be checking.
Yeah, and I mean, just in general, like, that's just not something you should be putting on anything. Like, if that's really what you think, just keep that to yourself. Like,
it's not a freedom of speech kind of thing. It's really just hate speech.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Belmont said something like, we don't consider this a freedom of speech. We consider this hate speech. Like, this is not First Amendment whatsoever.
I don't know. All of this football controversy is just getting out of hand. And frankly, I'm tired of hearing it. But I guess it's a pretty powerful cause if you actually think about it.
Yeah, they're making a good point. Like, it's the way to go. Up next, we have Waves with Miguel featuring Travis Scott, my boy Travis. You're listening to KDPS 88.1 The Edge.
You're listening to KDPS 88, Des Moines radio mashup with Willz and Chillz on Wednesday. So, story of our life today. Next week is Will's 21st birthday.
Yes, it is.
Are you going anywhere special?
Yeah, I'm going to London.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because London decided that they were going to make a pipeline that they're going to send beer in. So
how is that going to work? I can't envision this in my mind right now. How
it's like
have a pipeline
2-mile pipeline that goes from a brewery into like some area, like a kind of a remote area where it's hard for them to get to their delivery trucks in. And so the brewery is shipping it into their like restaurant mainstay where they serve it. And it's supposed to be like just like the most like
it's really convenient.
Way. Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's like going to save the company a bunch of money in transportation costs eventually, and they think that like in the end they're going to come out ahead. It's a really cool idea.
But I'm kind of concerned with that, because wouldn't you think that stuff would kind of get into the beer, like transferring it through a pipeline?
Maybe, but my guess is that they probably have filter systems in the pipeline.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense.
And they probably have, something along in the pipeline that's stopping it. That's going to be really cool, I think. So I'm going to London, so I won't be here next Wednesday. Sorry, guys. It's just going to be really unfortunate.
Well, I hope you're joking, because you better be here.
I mean, I'll try to be here, but...
But, yeah, we can eventually visit that London pipeline. Well, thank you for listening to Willz and Chillz on Wednesday. Make sure to visit our student radio website, kdpsgrandview.wix.com/radio.
You're listening to Willz and Chillz on Wednesday.
On The Edge, 88.1. Hey, you're listening to The Edge 88.1 with Willz and Chillz on Wednesday.
What up?
So, have you heard what's been going on campus lately?
Maybe. Which part?
About the clowns?
Is it only on campus?
Well, it hasn't only been on campus, but here at the Grandview campus, there have been sightings of clowns, and the basketball players were chasing them around, actually, trying to get them, but they couldn't catch them. But not only is it happening here in 7 other states, on Monday it was reported that clowns were being seen.
And it's only at 7 right now? I feel like it should be higher than that.
I know, it's been going on for about a while. Like, it started out with them luring little kids into the forests and all, but now people are saying that they're carrying weapons.
It's a little scary.
It is really scary, especially I'm actually really terrified of clowns.
Yeah, I think I would, I don't know. I'd probably want to fight them.
My coach said that we could throw them off with bats if they came to our softball practice.
It's the best way to do it.
I know. I'd probably actually run and hide and cry, though, because I don't like clowns. Let's hope we don't see any on the campus today. Next up is Stronger on the Edge 88.1.
Welcome back. You're listening to KDPS 88.1, The Edge. So, Alyssa.
Yes?
The other day I was on Twitter and I saw a topic trending that was about where you keep your ketchup. And
That's, I guess, interesting.
Yeah, and some people are saying that, you keep it in the fridge, and some people are saying, no, that's gross. Cold ketchup's nasty. You should always keep it out.
What?
Yeah.
I always keep mine in the fridge. I didn't think that was actually a thing that people kept it out at home.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And, literally people are tweeting, you shouldn't keep your ketchup in the fridge. That's gross. We need to keep it, solid.
I don't think about it too much because I just put mine in the fridge because I put barbecue sauce, my mayonnaise, my mustard, everything else in the fridge. But now that I think about it, there's restaurants and they keep their ketchup out. But I don't know. I just like mine cold, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know why people don't like it inside a fridge, but
I don't know. Warm ketchup. That's hard. I really have to think about that one.
I know, it's gross.
But I think it's kind of gross that people kind of leave it out.
Well, we want to know what the viewers think about this, so go on Twitter and tweet at us at KDPS88 and tell us if you keep your ketchup in the fridge or out of the fridge. You're listening to KDPS 88.1, The Edge.
You're listening to Des Moines Radio, mash up The Edge 88.1. It's Willz and Chillz on Wednesday. Willz, did you hear that Drake was here yesterday?
Yeah, I did. I'm actually really upset I couldn't go to the concert.
I know a couple people who went. I didn't personally go, but I saw that some of the Drake students at Drake University here in Des Moines were tweeting, "Bring Drake to Drake."
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's his name. Why wouldn't he? It's literally makes the most sense for him to come there.
Well, he sported the Drake University jersey and the Letterman jacket and everything. I wonder if he's going to keep that because it has his name on it.
Yeah, he better rock that in other shows.
He actually went to the Drake campus and took a couple of photos outside of the sorority, but bad thing is nobody knew he was there.
Yeah, because he showed up at 2:30.
Yeah, right after his concert.
That's ridiculous.
So why would he come when nobody's there? I wonder if he just didn't want the publicity or anything.
Yeah, I saw some videos and it looked like a lot of people were rushing around looking for him on campus during the day. So I can imagine not wanting to go deal with that. That'd be a pain.
Such disappointment for the Drake students. But here's his hit, Hotline Bling, on the Edge 88.1.
Welcome back to KDPS 88.1 The Edge. So, Alyssa, the other day I was looking online and came across something that I'm convinced is the future of traveling.
Okay, what is it?
So, China, a developer in China has created a drone that a person can get in and fly.
That'd be great for single people, I feel like.
Yeah.
Just order me a boyfriend right now.
So, it only holds one person, and they say it only has up to 23 minutes of flying time.
Okay. So you'd have to find a really close boyfriend.
Right. But I think that sounds awesome.
I think that'd be pretty cool too. Especially if your car breaks down, it can take you to work.
Yeah.
You want to go to your friend's house? Fly to your friend's house. And it's much safer to travel in the air than it is by car.
No, exactly. I would just Yeah, I think it's the future of travel. I think that's how it's all going to be one day. We're just going to all be
flying
traveling.
Cars.
Exactly.
Better than flying cars.
Yeah, because you don't have to control it. You just type it into your tablet, and it takes you wherever you need to go.
That is amazing. I love the future.
Well, up next, we have Running with the Giants. Keep listening here to 88.1 The Edge.
You're listening to The Edge 88.1 with Willz and Chillz, and I am tired of hearing about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
Why you say that?
They're always in the news for the dumbest reasons. They shouldn't even be important news. But this time, Kim got held at gunpoint and got robbed.
Yeah, I heard about that, and it sounds like some people are saying they think this might be a publicity stunt.
I can see why they think that, just because she got robbed, and then Kanye had to leave to go look like a good husband.
Yeah, it kind of made him look like a great person.
Yeah,
and
their relationship is an odd one anyway, I think.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
So I think they just want to kind of look good because everybody kind of looks at them weird anyway. So that could be a good conspiracy theory, but she could have actually just really got robbed, and he could have been a concerned husband. Yeah,
it's kind of short-handed on some people to say it, but I do agree that it could just be a publicity stunt.
I don't know, but either way, it probably didn't even hurt her because they are worth millions. And, you know, if somebody took $10 from me, it'd be like the Great Depression. It'd be awful. But she's doing just fine even after getting robbed. Whatever.
Exactly. Well, up next, we have Republic by Zed and Kesha. You're listening to 88.1 The Edge. Welcome back to Edge 88.1. So I was talking to some friends the other day, and we were discussing the weird things we have made to eat in college.
Oh, what are some of those things? Because I have some for you, too.
One of my friends said he just took ketchup and mustard, put it on bread, and just folded it in half and ate it.
Why? What is that even?
I don't know.
That's gross. There's no meat. It's just bread and sauce.
Right. And I sometimes have taken just a slice of bologna and poured ketchup and mustard and rolled up and ate it like a bologna roll-up.
See, that's not bad. At least you had some bologna with you. But, like, I had a professor once that said that he made a sandwich out of ramen noodles. So he had the hard ramen, and he put, like, sandwich stuff in between it. And he ate it, and it was the worst thing that he's ever eaten in his life.
That sounds awful. Have you ever made anything that you would say was just, like, gross?
I've made a couple things. They weren't gross. They were actually really good, but they were just things that broke people do, you know, because we're broke college students. So
yeah, it was just college, so college.
One day I made butter noodles, but I decided I didn't want it to just be butter and noodles, so I threw garlic powder in there, and I made garlic butter noodles. And I also made mac and cheese quesadillas, and they were the greatest things I think I've ever made in my life.
That actually sounds really good.
It was so good.
Well, this is our last segment for the night, so we'll see you guys next Wednesday from 6 to 8 for Willz and Chillz on Wednesdays.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Hey, you're listening to Willz and Chillz on Wednesday on the Edge 88. The Cubs are going to the National League Championship Series.
What up?
And it makes me sick.
You mad?
I'm very mad. I'm actually a Chicago White Sox fan, so the rivalry is deep within my soul. But I'm a real big fan of Javi Baez because I did an internship with the iCubs, so
that's pretty cool.
That's the only thing that I like about this whole thing, but I'm really convinced that this is the end of the world right now if they win.
Well, I'm a pretty big Cubs fan, so you need to back off a little bit.
I don't know. My dad actually doesn't like the Cubs just as much as I do, and he buys hats of the other teams that they're facing if they go into, like, the championships. And so last year he bought a Mets hat, and the Cubs actually lost, so he did the same thing again this year. But the Giants lost, so now he just doesn't know what to do.
Just remember the last World Series they won was in 1908, so
I guess
just cheer them on.
Maybe, since it's Chicago. All right, guys, next up is Cheap Thrills on the Edge 88.1.
Welcome back to Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1. So today, Samsung recalled all of their phones on the Note 7 after...
Again?
Yeah. So we were talking about this like a week ago?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago we talked about this.
They were having a huge problem with phones exploding. And so they said it was a battery issue. They recalled all their phones that had the battery in them. They told all their customers to bring them back. They got all the new phones out, and they're still exploding.
Okay, so what's the problem with this time if it was the batteries last time?
It's still the batteries. They just don't know what the problem is. It probably has something to do with like the operating system on the phone and the battery not working together.
Okay, then maybe they should have looked at that a little bit more before they started to give their phones back to people, because that's dangerous. Their legs are getting damaged in their pockets.
Yeah, I mean, Samsung's completely told everyone to get rid of their Note 7s, to return them, turn them off, not to use them anymore.
That's
kind of a big problem for Samsung. They're going to lose a lot of money. As they've already lost a lot, but they're going to lose a lot more. Yeah,
especially because their main competitor is the iPhone 7, and they're going to lose a lot of revenue.
Yeah, and the iPhone 7 just released, so it's not looking good for them.
Poor Samsung.
Well, continue to listen to music with us. Up next, we have
Long Song Away by Kevin Ross on the Edge 88.1. You're listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup, the Edge 88.1 with Willz and Chillz on Wednesday. So, Willz, are you planning to go to Italy anytime in your life?
Yeah, I want to go there really bad, actually. My sister's been there twice, and she actually just got back from Italy. I'm really jealous of her.
Okay, well, if you go, you have to visit this amusement park that is completely electricity free that this 79-year-old man made completely by hand.
What does it look like? How does that work? I'm confused.
Okay, so he builds everything. He kind of just welds everything together. It takes him a really long time, and he just goes till he's completely finished. It took him about 40 years to actually get the park complete with 45 different rides. Some of them you can pedal, some of them you can push, and some of them are kind of like slides and they work by gravity. But it looks like a lot of fun.
They need to bring that to America, make America skinny again.
I really wish they would, but I feel like if we brought something like that here, that some entitled person would just be like, oh, there's a lawsuit, and they're just gonna sue this really nice gentleman who put in all this.
What would they sue him about?
Well, somebody's finger get pinched.
Oh, okay.
Something stupid like that.
Yeah, that seems realistic. That's something Americans would do.
Yeah, that's something they would do here, and I would just feel really bad for him. So he can stay in Italy. Keep listening, guys. We have more to talk about, like crazy haunted houses in the United States on the Edge 88.1.
Welcome back to Edge 88.1, Des Moines Radio Mashup. So, Donald Trump, our favorite man in the world.
Yes.
He's urging his voters to go vote on November 28th.
Yes, please, everybody. Please go vote for Donald Trump on November 28th.
For the listeners who do not know when voting closes, the last day to vote is November 8th, not November 28th.
He's messing up big time.
I am completely with you. Let's have all of his voters go vote on November 28th.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be great.
I don't even know if I can handle this man anymore. I just want this election to be over so everyone can stop turning into savages and fighting with each other.
Yeah, I honestly hate election years because it kills social media. It's all it's all about. It's all news outlets are talking about.
It is. Well,
it's awful to listen to.
We'll all be friends by the end of the month, but until then, here's Burn the Witch on the Edge 88.1. You're listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup. It's Willz and Chillz on Wednesday. It's October, Willz. You know what that means.
Halloween.
Haunted houses.
Halloween. Candy.
Halloween. But I've been to a couple of the haunted houses here in Des Moines, and I'm not really impressed, I gotta say.
Have you been to the Haunted Forest in Ames, though?
No, I haven't tried that one. I'm just saying around Des Moines. I'm not impressed. But I have never been to a haunted house that is super extreme, so I decided to look at a few lists online about the scariest haunted houses.
What'd you find?
The scariest one that I could find, I actually saw a video of it. If you're listening, feel free to look this up and watch their advertisement that they have on their website. It's called the McCamey Manor in San Diego, California.
All right.
It's terrifying. When I was watching this video, I felt like I was watching a horror movie.
What do they do? Do they attack you?
They can actually touch you, but it's not just a push or a shove or I'm going to grab you for a second, they'll grab you, they'll hold on to you, they'll tape your mouth shut, they'll put stuff in your mouth, they'll put you in cages.
I'll pass. I'm good.
I don't think I would want to go to something that extreme either, but, some people just can't get enough. Some things
I
just
could never
aren't scary.
do that. I'd be in tears. I'd be crying in the corner, not knowing what to do.
It says that most people can't get through it without having to say the safe word, so it's one of those really extreme haunted houses.
Hopefully the safe word isn't stop.
Hopefully not. If you're listening, go ahead and check that out. If you're going to be in California anytime soon, you're listening to The Edge 88.1.
You're listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup, The Edge 88.1 on Willz and Chillz on Wednesdays. So your favorite celebrity is back in the news again.
More Kim Kardashian. Yay!
Exactly. So, how last week we talked about her, we might think that her robbery was staged or she had it planned.
Yeah, we're really skeptical about it.
Well, she's hitting back because she's saying it's not. And she's actually suing a celebrity gossip outlet called Media Takeout. And she's suing them for a lot of money for slandering and saying that this was a fake deal, that it was all staged.
I don't know, but isn't all stuff on a celebrity gossip magazine pretty much fake?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know you could sue someone over stuff like that, but apparently you can.
But it really depends on how they were wording it, I guess. I haven't read the article, so I can't really say much.
I wonder if she's suing them for $6.7 million.
Get all of her money back that she was robbed for? Oh.
I mean, maybe she's smarter than we think she is, and she's just, this is all a ploy to get that money back.
Oh, she hustled us all. You know what? She must have not cared. Just like Fall Out Boy with I Don't Care on The Edge 88. You're listening to Willz and Chillz on The Edge 88.1. An actress, a well-known one, recently just got arrested for protesting.
Who?
Have you ever seen Divergent?
No, I haven't, actually.
You haven't? Well,
no.
Probably should see it. Shailene Lee Woodley, she is the main character in Divergent.
Okay.
So you'll understand who she is if you watch this. She got arrested for protesting at the pipelines that's going on in one of the Dakotas, the North Dakota? Or South Dakota, I'm sorry. And so this protest has been going on for a long time. And a lot of celebrities haven't been getting involved with it. And there have been hundreds of people that are mainly Native Americans. And she's standing with them protesting this because they say that the pipeline is going to poison all the water supply to people in America.
Which it will.
Yeah.
It will definitely do that.
It definitely
needs to
will.
Be stopped.
But they're still letting the pipeline happen. But hundreds of people were protesting and marching, and they were asked to leave. So she and all these other people left, but because she was well known and she could be identified, she was arrested. She actually put a live stream up, which I'm going to put on our Twitter page, so you can check that out at KDPS 88. But it's kind of a shame that you can get arrested for peacefully protesting.
Yeah, that's completely unfair, honestly, in my opinion.
What year is it?
Exactly.
I feel like we're back in the 60s.
They tracked her down because she was live streaming. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, keep it in tune with us. Up next, we have Sucker for Pain by my boy Lil Wayne and Wiz Khalifa. You're listening to KDPS 88.1 The Edge. You're listening to Willz and Chillz on Wednesdays. So, Alyssa, have you ever had any insects, like ate or ingested any insects before in your life?
Really, really close to eating one after my sociology teacher brought in Hot Licks. You know those Hot Lick candies?
Yeah,
that have
the
little bugs in
suckers.
them? Yeah, because we were watching something about Taboo, about how insects are actually a delicacy in other countries.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard that before, too, as well. So, the other day, Jimmy Fallon was playing the game Would You Rather with Kevin Hart, and he decided that they were going to do Would You Rather eat, it was a cricket or something else, and Jimmy Fallon chose a cricket. Well, he lost the game they were playing, so he literally had to eat a cricket on stage.
Well, usually in Would You Rather,
and it was alive. It was alive. It wasn't like a dead cricket. It was alive.
Yeah, because in the candies, they can be dead at least.
Yeah.
And you're eating the dead, really weird, crunchy cricket, but live crickets?
I could never eat a live cricket in my life. I think I would vomit.
Yeah.
I've ate a dead cricket from a candy store before.
Ew.
But it was flavored. It was ranch flavored. It was worth it.
That's even worse. I thought at least it'd be chocolate and it'd be somewhat sweet, but a ranch cricket, bleh. Well, I guess, like I said, it's a delicacy in other countries, so...
Exactly.
Maybe it was good to him.
Up next, we have Summer 16 by Drake.
Young Volcanoes by Fall Out Boy on the Edge 88.1. Got a little bit of nerd news for you guys.
I love nerd news.
Yes, the new Five Nights at Freddy's game has just come out. Have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's before?
No, I haven't. I'm not a big PC gamer, but I've heard about it, and it sounds interesting.
So, we're going to recap a little bit about what the game's about. So, you're basically a night guard, and you are trying to protect yourselves from these animatronics that come to life and try to kill you at night. So, a lot of these people like to play the games. This is the 5th installment of the game that just came out, because there is a bit of a lore behind it. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it, but there's a storyline, and this 5th installment is supposed to explain everything that has been going on, and it's supposed to be the final puzzle or final piece to this puzzle, and it's supposed to be the last game that ever comes out for this.
Oh, so it's like kind of
so they've had
like storyline the whole way through. No one really knows what's going on, but at the end they're finding it out. So it's like a TV show.
Basically, they kind of jump around into like prequels and sequels and going into the future, but they have little mini games. Yeah. Like they have little mini games in between that kind of explain the stories, and if you can kind of put the pieces together just by playing it, it's very interesting.
Yeah, that actually sounds fun. I'll have to look that up.
Oh, it's really creepy though. Lots of jump scares.
Is it creepy?
Yeah,
okay.
It is.
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't like scary things.
All right, but it is October, Halloween, so if you don't want to go to those haunted houses we were talking about before, you'll try Five Nights at Freddy's.
There's no scary things allowed in my house. Speaking of my house, up next we have Florida with My House. You're listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup, The Edge 88.1. All right, so last week I was talking about drones that you can jump in and they fly you wherever you want to go.
Yes, I remember.
So now BMW came out today saying that they are in the process of making a motorcycle that can balance itself and drive itself places. So all you have to do is get on with these little glasses so the motorcycle can see where it's going and it'll take you where you need to go. And it's really cool. I would recommend looking into it because it's the future and it's coming.
I'm probably going to have to look into that a little bit more because I can't see it. I know that they have it happening with cars. They're trying to test out more self-driving cars.
It's a similar technology except of balancing and self-driving.
I've always been weary about motorcycles just because of how easy it is to get into a car accident by controlling it yourself,
Yeah, well, BMW is saying that these are going to be completely accident-like proof, and you're not going to be able to get in a car accident in it, and you're not even going to have to wear a helmet with it.
But because if it slams on the brake, because it's only a two-wheel vehicle, so if it slams on the brake, you're going to go forward regardless.
Computer control systems.
So
technology.
I guess technology is just too advanced for me.
Well, keep listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup, Edge 88.1.
You're listening to the Edge 88.1 with Willz and Chillz on Wednesday. Have you ever questioned who would really win in the tortoise and the hare story?
No.
You haven't? You haven't thought about this and was like, would the tortoise really win in a real life situation?
No, because rabbits, unless rabbits are being chased after, they really don't run fast. They kind of just hop around. And rabbits like to eat grass, and tortoises like to go to water. So they kind of have a more direct route to go to things. And have you ever seen a rabbit actually jump around? It doesn't go in a straight line. Even when you chase it, it runs sideways. So it really is all about going in a straight line in this case.
Well, you're thinking way too logically about this, because I was just thinking about the stories I don't know who would really win this. So if you're like me and if you're still wondering who would win, I have a link at our Twitter page at KDPS 88 about an actual tortoise versus the hare race that they did in Thailand. So if you're really interested and if you're thinking about this,
are you going to give up who won?
I'm not. They're going to check it out on the Twitter page and they're going to find out who won.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was probably the tortoise.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because rabbits don't run in a straight line.
Well, again, check it out on our Twitter page at KDPS88. You're listening to The Edge 88.1.
You're listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup with Willz and Chillz on Wednesday. So this clown epidemic that's going across the nation has hit way too close to home for me. I am not a fan of this. A kid in my hometown of Urbandale was arrested the other day.
Good!
For dressing up as a clown and chasing people around with a baseball bat.
That's really what he gets. They were warned that this is basically an act of terrorism because you're going around terrorizing people. You're carrying around weapons. Why wouldn't you expect people to come and attack you, especially when a big part of the population has a fear of clowns?
Yeah, it's not okay. He was first reported carrying a machete. When the police found him, he was carrying a baseball bat. Better, but still a machete. He was arrested on 2 charges of assault with a dangerous weapon, and he deserves it. Moral of the story, don't dress up as clowns, because you're going to get arrested for assault or something worse.
Clown epidemic needs to really stop.
Stop dressing up as clowns, people. Anyways, this is our last segment for the night on Willz and Chillz on Wednesdays. Keep it tuned to The Edge 88.1. You're listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup on The Edge 88.1. We're back here today with Willz and Chillz on Wednesdays.
How you doing?
Alyssa, have you ever used virtual reality?
I used the Google virtual reality thing. I think I watched a scary trailer on it. That's about it.
Yeah, I've used the Samsung ones, but I didn't really think they were anything too special in my opinion.
Yeah, it was just the 360 rotation.
Yeah,
I guess was kind of cool.
It's cool, but it's not like I wouldn't go out and spend $300 on it.
No.
However, Sony is releasing virtual reality for their PlayStations, and you can wear them while you're playing the game.
So you can play any game with them.
I don't know if you can play any game. I'm assuming game developers will start just incorporating that into their software so you can play all their games with it.
I think it'd be really cool to play Assassin's Creed with virtual reality, especially when you do that leap of faith off the buildings.
Yeah, I can imagine people having heart attacks over it though.
I don't know, but they had the Oculus Rift and people play that and they do just fine.
People are going to get motion sick though.
Maybe. Yeah, I could see that happening, but I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
I think we should definitely do it.
Me too,
all right,
honestly.
Guys. Next up on The Edge 88.1 is Better by Haley Reinhart.
You're listening to The Edge 88.1. Dumb criminal alert. So a man in Chicago was arrested for beating a bus driver with a bag of frozen chicken.
That's gotta hurt. I can only imagine, but why frozen chicken?
Apparently there was an altercation with the bus driver and the passenger, and he took out a bag of chicken that he had on him apparently and started beating him, and he actually did some damage. He broke the bus driver's nose and jaw, and that bus driver also lost a tooth.
That's gotta be an awful story to tell somebody after you got off work. Yeah, I got beat by a bag of chicken today, broke my nose, lost a tooth. It was a great day at work.
Just kind of proves that you can use anything for a weapon, I feel like.
I guess so. Everything's dangerous. We don't need to focus on gun control. We need to focus on bags of chicken.
Chicken control.
That's crazy.
Well.
Keep listening to The Edge 88.1.
You're listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup, KDPS 88.1 The Edge. So, Alyssa, you were just telling me you did not know that Tim Tebow was playing baseball.
No, I had no idea until I was reading the newspaper and I saw that he was playing on the Arizona Fall League for the Mets. I was like, what? He's playing baseball now? What happened?
Yeah, this has been going on for a couple months now. It's been all over the news.
So out of the loop.
There's been fake things posted on social media about him. Getting hit by a pitch and charging the mound to pray with a pitcher and stuff that.
But I saw today, during the game today, he actually got his first hit, so now he's 1 for 15.
1 for 14, I think? Yeah. He's pretty bad.
He is bad.
I would say he should have stuck to football, but he wasn't very good at football either.
Maybe he should try hockey, because you got to hit people in hockey, but I don't know how good he would do on ice skates.
He's an athlete, but I think he should just find a sport that's in the Olympics and go for that.
Maybe. I think he just doesn't care. He just has all of his faith in God, and he's just so happy. He didn't even care that he wasn't that good at football either.
Nah, he just doesn't care at all. I feel like he really enjoys just playing sports and is not a fan of like being an anchor or anything like that.
Yeah, that might be it. Well, good for him, even if he does suck at baseball.
Exactly.
Next up is Hold Up by Beyonce on the Edge 88.1.
That was I Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd on Des Moines Radio Mashup. So, trending on Twitter right now is be romantic in 4 words.
Okay.
Some of the examples are I brought the pizza, or do you want coffee?
Oh, I love how our generation thinks that these things are romantic.
So, can you think of one in 4 words?
No, I can't, because everything I keep trying... There's some dead air, I'm so sorry, but I'm like trying to think here, and I'm like, everything is 5.
I have one. I own a dog.
Oh, I have one. Have the last cookie.
Oh, that's the best one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a really good one.
I always give my boyfriend the last cookie.
Well, keep listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup on KDPS 88.1 The Edge. Welcome back to Willz and Chillz on Wednesdays. Alyssa has a scary story for us, I hear.
Yes, a scary news story, not a story of my life story, unfortunately. So there is an ER in Oregon that had 5 people start hallucinating for no reason.
5?
Yeah, 5 people.
Are you sure they didn't put LSD in their lines? See,
no, I highly doubt that, because there was a 78-year-old and her caregiver started hallucinating, saying somebody was breaking into her house while she was at the hospital. They went to her house, nothing is wrong. And so the sheriff and his deputies came and talked to the caregiver, the 78-year-old woman. All those people just started hallucinating, and they did tests on them, and everything came out fine. And they think it was some direct contact kind of thing. And my brain immediately went zombies.
Direct? What do they mean by direct contact?
Probably just it can be transferred just by touching somebody. Like there's something
but
on
they
your
found
hands.
Nothing in their bodies.
Yeah, there's nothing
so
in their
weird.
blood test or anything. It was so weird. How do you start hallucinating just by really somebody touch you? Maybe that woman just has some psychic powers, or they're testing zombies or something. But the whole ER was quarantined after that.
I'm going to go with her testing zombies. That sounds like a good one.
All right. Well, I guess everybody has to prepare for zombies. Next up is Ain't No Man on the Edge 88.1. That's Stronger on the Edge 88.1. Hey, Willz.
Yes?
Have you ever tried any sort of vegan food?
No, because I don't believe in vegan diets at all.
You would never try anything vegan at all? Not even a cookie or anything?
No, I mean, okay, maybe. When I worked at a coffee shop, we sold vegan cookies, but it wasn't only they're vegan, they're like vegetarian and a bunch of other stuff, which I mean, cookies should be vegetarian.
But what if they made a vegan cheeseburger?
I still want to eat it.
You still wouldn't eat it?
No.
Are you sure? Not even if it smelled like one?
No.
Or if it tasted like one?
No, because I don't like vegetables or anything like that, so...
There actually is a burger out there in a New York restaurant that actually makes burgers, and they look like they actually have the blood and stuff in them, but it's 100% plant-based.
What's the point of making it look like it has meat in it, or it has blood in it?
I think it's like people are transferring into being meat eaters to vegetarian to vegans.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to stop eating meat sometimes, so maybe if something looks like meat and maybe tastes like it, but you're kind of guilt-free of eating the meat.
I'm still going to eat meat. I don't understand that, really.
I don't know. I would try the vegan cheeseburger because it's healthier for you.
So is turkey, though, and you have turkey burgers.
I don't like turkey, though.
Well.
I don't know. I think I would have to try this bloody vegan cheeseburger. Next up is The Grass Ain't Greener by Chris Brown on the Edge 88.1.
You're listening to Des Moines Radio Mashup 88.1, The Edge. So, clowns, again.
Again. We sure love this clown
Except
topic,
this isn't about some person killing people or chasing people down.
Okay.
Target has actually decided they're going to take all their not all, but almost all of them, like all the scary ones, off of their shelves as a way to kind of get rid of the terrorism. They stated that they do not condone using a mask, any type of mask, to promote terror, to terrorize people.
Right.
So, I mean, Target's doing the right thing.
Yeah, that is kind of the right thing to do, but it kind of sucks that these people going around terrorizing people as clowns ruin Halloween for some people. I mean, a clown is a pretty scary thing that you want to dress up for Halloween. I don't see it any different as dressing up as a scary person from, a horror movie or anything, because people are scared of those too.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, now they're ruining people's sales.
Yeah, exactly. That, and McDonald's also stopped using Ronald McDonald characters because of the clown
people
stuff that's been going. Yeah, so nobody goes around dressed up as Ronald McDonald anymore. So you all dressing up as clowns hurt people's business. You need to cut it out.
You guys are ruining it for everyone. Up next, we have Colors on KDPS 88.1, The Edge.
That was Starstruck by 303 on the Edge 88.1. Not to bang on them, but, that's a band that will not be winning the Nobel Prize in Literature.
But who did just recently?
Bob Dylan did, actually. Which is kind of strange because usually songwriters don't get Nobel Prizes for literature.
Yeah, but apparently they went through and said that they're going to treat his music as poetry.
Which makes sense because a lot of his lyrics are really poetic. And
yeah, they really are.
You can tell he actually took a lot of time to write those and make them meaningful and make them kind of like a poetic story.
Yeah, they're pretty deep songs. I've only heard one or two, but yeah.
So I think it is kind of reasonable. And that's he made history with that too. It's great.
Yeah, it is pretty great. Up next, we have This Is What You Came For by Calvin Harris on 88.1 The Edge. You're listening to Willz and Chillz on Wednesdays on KDPS 88.1. So I have some food news.
Food news? I love it.
Food news, our favorite. M&M's is going to release an M&M with caramel in the center of it.
Ooh.
So what do you think of that? I have my personal opinion. I think I would try it, but it depends because the caramel's hard in it, it doesn't melt in my mouth. I'm not going to be a fan.
I imagine that it's going to be something you bite into and it's going to be soft caramel, like the gooey kind of caramel.
I feel like it has to be that way, otherwise it wouldn't be good.
Yeah, because if it was hard caramel, it'd just stick to your teeth and it wouldn't be good. I think that they should do peanut M&Ms with that. Because it'd kind of be like an M&M Snickers, It has the chocolate, the caramel, and the peanut in there.
I think that'd be really good.
Yeah, they should do that instead. I should work for M&M. Just go there with my $1 million idea
exactly. now. I completely agree. Go work for M&M's. Keep listening to 88.1 The Edge. Up next, we have RGF Island by Fetty Wap.
Hey, you're listening to The Edge 88.1. It's Willz and Chillz on Wednesday. I have a gold medal award this week, Willz.
Who's it going out to?
It's going out to Evan Hansen from City High in Iowa City.
What did he do? Yeah, I want to know what he did.
Okay, so Evan is a cross-country runner for City High, and he noticed that an autistic opposing racer was running off track. So he went to go get him, got him back on track, and he held his hands for the last mile and a half, sacrificed his own time just so this kid can finish the race.
It's a little heartwarming story for the week.
It's great. I love that people can care for other people and not be so selfish, because he easily could have just been like, no, I'm going to win this race.
Especially
in
high school. That's pretty big to see out of some high schoolers.
Yeah, and this story wasn't only a story in Iowa, it actually went national. So
that's really cool.
It is a really cool story. Keep listening, guys. We have our video of the week coming up soon on The Edge 88.1.
That was My Last by Big Sean on 88.1 The Edge. Funny story of the day today.
Okay, go
for
it.
Taco truck owners parked their cars in a line, creating a wall outside of Donald Trump's Las Vegas hotel.
No way.
The night before the debate.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
They did it as a way of protesting, obviously, but it's clearly irony. His whole Great Wall thing, so they built the wall taco trucks, which overall just makes me laugh.
I feel bad making fun of Donald Trump so much on our show. We talk about him a lot. I could say something about both candidates, but I just feel like it's so much easier to make fun of Donald Trump.
He
and
brings
this is
it
like
upon
a prime
himself.
example. People are building taco trucks around his Vegas.
And it's not even necessarily we're hitting on him. It's just funny that people are building a wall around.
Yeah.
A wall
Irony.
around his hotel. It's really funny to me, honestly. Up next, we have She Will by Lil Wayne. Continue listening on KDPS 88.1 The Edge.
Hey, you're listening to The Edge 88.1 with Willz and Chillz on Wednesday. It's our last segment of the night, but we're going to leave you with our video of the day.
What's your video of the day today?
It's the Juju on that beat 4-year-old dancer that was on the Ellen show. Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
That was so cute.
Oh my gosh, like, I don't know how a 4-year-old kid could dance that well.
No, neither do I. He was really good at it, too.
He was so on beat, and you saw it in his face, like, he knew that he was getting it.
He was on it.
He was on fire. It was great. I'm going to put that video on our Twitter page at KDPS88. Go ahead, take a look. While you're on the internet, don't forget to look at our student website, kdpsgrandview.wix.com/radio. Picture of me and Willz are on there if you want to know what we look like. And that's it for our segment tonight. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
This has been The Edge 88.1.